You know. Purchase the drill beats.
Here we go.
What is it?
All right.
Yeah, he said test.
Y'all ready?
Magic Floyd method. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, we're gonna start in 5, 3. All right.
Hell yeah.
You good? Good. All right. We're gonna start again in 5, 4, 3. How y'all doing? Once again, this is the Add Me to Your Playlist YouTube show. I am Shaggy Dashwood, the one and only. I think I'm the one and only. If you look me up, you might see it. I'm back here again with your boy DJ Cavi Slow.
Yes, sir.
Back again with Professor Oak.
Happy Cambodian New Year, baby.
Yep, happy Cambodian New Year to all the Cambodians out there. And once again, we got Mr. Fat Backwoods, Shaolin Fat Backwoods, Mr. Backwood Harrison. Yeah, you hear him right there. Before we start, we're gonna go ahead and give a quick moment of silence for the legend DMX. Rest in peace. God bless the dead. Rest in paradise. Legend in the game. So we can go ahead and do a little moment of silence. All right. Rest in peace to the legend DMX.
What these bitches want from a nigga?
Oh yeah. He tearing it up there now. All right, and we're gonna do something a little bit different today. What's today's date?
April 16th.
April 16th. Today's
Friday.
April 16th. So we're gonna do a little something
April
a little bit
16th.
different. I'm gonna check in with my boy Professor Oak, and he'll give you a little bit of tidbit of some hip hop history that happened on this day. So go ahead, David, do your thing.
So I got one here. On this day in history, April 16th, Kendrick Lamar becomes the first rapper to win the Pulitzer Prize for Damn in 2018.
Yes, sir.
What's the Pulitzer Prize?
The Pulitzer Prize?
Yeah, what is that?
The Pulitzer Prize is like one of the most like prestigious like for good writers. Like it's like a Nobel Peace Prize somewhat. You get recognized for being one of the being a good writer, like on some Edgar Allan Poe shit, you know. Like,
Oh, okay.
usually
So he got an award for
that.
his writing.
Yeah.
No, that's dope. That's dope. That's fucking
usually
dope.
be poets,
Man, look.
authors and shit, you know.
That's
Right.
hella dope. That's
and usually
hella
they
dope.
don't get picked. Like usually Pulitzers are not for albums. They're for like books and shit.
And like, for just fun fact, like hip hop shit, you feel me? If you listen to that whole album from last track to first track, that's how you're supposed to listen to it to get the whole story. You feel me? Yeah, that's just fun fact.
That's what's up. And then, all right. So do you have, Bizzle? Did you have your stuff ready? And Bizzle gonna talk to you a quick second about a couple releases that's out that you should go check out right now.
Hottest shit out right now is Slime Language 2. That's all I'm gonna say.
What
That's
up?
all I'm gonna say.
But what
for
else is
sure.
out there? Let everybody know what else.
Conway, the Machine just dropped his album. I don't know how to pronounce it, to be honest.
La Máquina.
That it's gas though. It's gas.
Why is
The I Love McConan is it's questionable. It's funny and it's questionable. You feel me? You can listen to it, but that slime shit, yeah, go listen to that for sure.
it's a Playboy Cardi? He put his mic down.
All right. So we got another guest in the building today. It's a little bit of change of pace. He brought an actual instrument today. We usually don't have that. Besides last time when Dave, before he was part of the squad, when he came and did his thing. But go ahead and introduce yourself, my man.
My name is Keith Rice, Sherwin Keith Rice. Some people know me as King. Some people know me as Baby Man or Baby Jesus. Those aren't names to stroke my ego, but they are names.
Sure.
Positive.
Call Baby Jesus.
Hold on, wait. Why Baby Man?
I'm just kidding.
Cougars. He talking about the Cougars.
He talking about
The Cougars.
Deacon Wife and them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Miss Bertha. And
This
them.
nigga gonna like it.
Miss Parker. He talking about the Miss Parkers.
Ursha Martha that be working the doors and stuff. Yeah, her.
That's
You
funny.
know, everyone at the church that I attend are extremely
Don't get yourself in trouble,
amazing people.
bro. Okay.
What? I just said that to save
Yeah.
myself from everything else.
Oh yeah.
What church you go to? No, I was playing. I was playing. Fam.
And then and what is it that you do?
I'm a producer, musician in general, composer, instrumentalist, rapper, singer. Just try
artist.
to create worlds with
Just
what
an
I
artist.
do. Yeah.
No, I feel it. That's dope. That's real dope.
Yep.
You got any projects coming out soon?
I got a few things that I'm working on right now. I got a solo project I'm working on. Been going through some ups and downs with it as far as the direction of it and where I want to take it. But it's like pretty much done. It's called On God. And then there's another project I'm working on with another artist that I collaborated with named Georgia Ann Muldrow. The name of that album is called Planet of the Blues. And her and I together are called Little Black Kids.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so
That's a dope ass name, by the way.
Say that one more time.
That's a dope ass name for a group.
Thank you.
That's dope as fuck. Unique as hell.
Little Black Kids.
Unique as hell.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And it sounds like it has like a lot of meaning to it. You feel me? Like, cause when I think of Little Black Kids, I think of my life as a little black kid. You feel me? Like, so. Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's we just came together and made something that's like extraordinary, and I'm really proud. We were able to get a couple guests on it, a couple people that we worked with, and a couple people I know, a couple people she knows, so like got one like maybe 2 joints with Thundercat on there,
thank you, good sir.
one with an artist named Salami Rose. She's amazing, and a few other people. So just making it happen.
That's what's up. So you work for Thundercat?
Yeah, just on this project. Just been working on shit for that.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, that is a dope ass bassist, man. I got a chance to see him in like the only concert that I went to last year, like during COVID. Yeah, he was that concert with Hannibal.
Wait,
Like,
you went
yeah.
there?
Yeah, I went there.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You told me that shit.
Hannibal?
Yeah,
Burst?
that's pretty nuts.
Burst?
Yeah, Hannibal Buress. So
Yeah,
they had
the
a joint
comedian?
thing going on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what?
that
I'm
shit
so
was
confused.
nuts. That shit was nuts. And Ty Dolla $ign was there too. Like he came in and he showed up. Yeah, because they had a song together. The Asher.
On the floor.
I get him.
You can clean it up.
You don't live here, huh?
Nope. Psych.
Yeah, man. The first time I saw him live, that shit blew my mind.
Hannibal Burst?
Thundercat.
Oh, like Hannibal Burst. I've seen him.
He's hilarious as well.
Oh yeah, he was high as shit. He was high as shit over there. He was talking for the last hour, just making jokes, just like for no reason, for the last hour.
Oh, he's a comedian.
Yeah, it was funny as shit, but you could tell it was high as shit, just making shit up.
Most of them
Making
be probably
fun of-
lit to the motherfucker on him.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Some of them have to take shots to get loose. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, like us.
Dave Chappelle
before
be
we started filming.
lit. Dave Chappelle be lit. You can tell boy be high.
Bro, he was smoking a jewel on stage
I was
while
gonna
he was.
say, was he? Yeah, he was smoking
doing-
a jewel
on the special.
So
All right.
what was it like working with Thundercat? Like what was that experience like?
It was cool. Cool dude. Shit, pushed me to just keep getting better, and that's who you want to be around. People that are like, it's like, okay, I need to tighten up and get my shit together. So, definitely what it was.
Just a rule of thumb. Try to stay away from breathing on the mic.
For sure, my fault.
Am I breathing on the mic?
No, you're doing it good. You bring it down.
Thank you.
No, you're good. We're good. Just trying to. It sounds like it's like a. Yeah. Darth Vader is on the other side. We don't want that. Not at all.
Yeah.
So, when you start making when you start your musical journey?
I didn't necessarily start it. I came up around. My dad worked for a member of Earth, Wind & Fire, the guitar player, and I just started soaking in knowledge as a kid, and that was where it started. There was a point where we were living in a studio type shit, and just I was around it all day, and got to go on tours with him and do a lot of live stuff because he had started a band called the LA All Stars, which was comprised of a bunch of just popular musicians from other bands. And so that's where it actually started. And then after that, picked up guitar at 7, went to middle school, started playing the upright bass and drums and piano. And then once I really started, I'm gonna do this with my life, I started playing a bunch of other stuff, got deep within the Punjabi community, within the valley, and then a couple people out in Toronto, and picked up a couple Indian instruments / German instruments, one called harmonium, one called a dolki, which is just a big drum, and a few other wild things. So just, always trying to expand and figure shit out.
Nice. That's dope.
Thank you.
That's dope. It's definitely interesting.
Right, definitely.
What made you start? What made you go towards that community?
Nothing made me go towards it. I started working with one artist, and we were playing up and down the state, and got the chance to open up for RZA when he was doing that doing a tour for that movie he put out. I can't remember the name of the movie. And then ended up working with a couple more, and then a couple more, it just was a thing for a while. But it wasn't nothing I was seeking. But you come across talented people, and figure it out. And I ended up working with a violin player that I frequently would work with named Rockender. He's an amazing violin player and singer and artist and producer as well. So, you just you find people you guys found each other and make shit work.
Right.
What's up, David?
Oh no, I was just saying I was just listening to you, and so you started with the bass?
I started with the guitar.
Oh, you started with the guitar. Okay, so
Yep, started playing that at 7.
At 7? And then you just worked, just started picking up all those instruments.
Not picking them up. My dad saw that I played the guitar well, or I guess at 3 he put the guitar in my hand, and I was able to, receive things, I guess. So I started playing that at 7, and then as I was going along, he just had me playing other shit and taking lessons. But it was interesting because the people I was able to learn from were interesting ass people, and I didn't really know it. I started learning drums from. I went to school. I'm from Detroit and California, so.
Shout out to Detroit.
Yeah.
Detroit.
Yeah. So.
Detroit.
Yeah. I started learning other instruments. Well, all the instruments here. I started playing drums and guitar and piano, and learned all at this place called Musonia out in North Hollywood. And there was a very famous guitar player named Randy Rhoads. He played for Ozzy Osbourne, and he was in a band called, I'm not going to say it because I'm not sure. I want to say, nope, I'm not going to say it. But he died in a plane crash, and I learned drums from his brother, and got to learn piano from his mother, and learned guitar there as well. But I got to pick up guitar things from a few different people, like the person I said I grew up under, and He's like one of the baddest guitar players on the planet. So there's a bunch of different people that helped the journey.
That's dope. Yeah. Shout out to Randy Rhoads. I think he was a guitarist for Ozzy Osbourne and Quiet Riot, right?
That's it. I'm not a big Ozzy fan, so.
Yeah, that's just one of those. Yeah.
But thank you for being handy with the computer. Now, what was the name of the movie?
The Man with the Iron Fist.
There you go.
I watched
That's
that
why
one.
we have Professor Oak here.
Yes, sir.
His name is Professor Oak. Why is it Oak?
Professor Oak. So my last name is Oak. O-U-K.
O-U-K?
Yeah.
Ah.
So my last name is Oak, and then I got that from if you watch Pokemon. So Pokemon. The scientist that gives you your first Pokemon, his name is Professor Oak, and he just teaches you everything from the gym. So
okay.
So that's where I got it from, and it just stuck ever since. Yeah.
I played games, but I kind of don't play games.
Right.
So, but I had like the blue one.
See? Exactly. See? Professor Oak was in that one too. That's the OG one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the red and blue.
I didn't start playing Pokemon till Snap and Stadium.
Those are dope though. Like
on the 64.
Classics. See, 64
On
is
the
classic.
Nintendo 64, which y'all know about that.
Nintendo 64 is
my shit.
My shit. Listen,
a beautiful thing.
I will whoop your ass on GoldenEye.
I had a fucking Nintendo 64.
All you guys are
but my
cappers.
Nintendo.
All you guys are cappers.
Bro, what? My Nintendo 64 was Pikachu's face. And you can ask my mom. Yeah, Pikachu's face.
Busy, you saw me. I had two.
I know. You for sure have them. For sure. Doesn't
I
mean
got
that
two.
you're good at it, but like you have them for sure. But yeah, Pikachu's face, Nintendo 64, like my shit was viral. Ask my mom.
Anyways. So, seeing where you're at now, was there any points where you just were like unsure that this was going to be something you were going to do, or you pretty much just adamant on this was going to be pretty much what you do?
I'm waiting for the moment where I prove myself wrong. Like every time I do something, I'm like, this gonna be it where you fuck up, and it's like, oops, this was just a big ass mistake, but it hasn't happened yet, and that's just the really honest ass truth.
Okay, and has there been any like times where you've been close to there?
To like quitting?
Yeah.
Yeah, but not really, cause it's like this. I feel like this is what I was put here to do. What else am I gonna go do? Like, what am I lying to myself for? Like, this is what I do, and I love it. Like, I'm so happy that I get to make music. It is like a blessing, and I'm like, make sure that I'm grateful every day.
Yes, sir.
For real.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's real
It's
humbling.
purpose right there.
Yeah, not everybody get that privilege and blessing, you know. Like,
And that's what I think. That's how you gotta look at it, or that's how I look at it. Like, it's people out here just aimlessly doing shit. Like, and I mean, even that's not a bad thing. Like, everybody serves a purpose. Like, it takes everybody to make a world.
Not really. He's telling the truth. He's speaking truth. He's speaking a lot of truth. So, when it comes to your creative process, are you doing everything yourself? Recording every instrument separately? Are you doing it yourself, or are you working with the team?
It started that way because I was like I'm gonna be able to do everything by myself. Like, I can do it. I can do it. Fuck everybody else. It's still kind of that way. Like, fuck everybody else. But like, I did that for a while, and then once like the journey started, like whoever is in control of all this started putting certain people in my life, it was like I had to learn how to adapt, because it's like, okay, you and I have this certain chemistry when we do things, and I have to figure out, I have to let things go. Not let things go, like, because you don't want to do that. You still want to be you and be able to say certain things and progress something and get it where you feel it needs to be, as well as you and that person feel accomplished. So, you know, like, certain people just like continuously keep coming into the fold, and you have to figure that out. So I've gotten out of that, as well as I've taken a lot of joy in actually like directing the room, and not necessarily even though I always kind of end up doing it, like playing something on a record or whatever the case is we're working on. I kind of like get to just like, because I feel like I've been blessed with a thing where I can see where people's certain strengths are. So like, you do this, you do this, you this, and then just as we're going, just shave off certain things and bring more things in, or whatever the case is. Just composing and directing and being a producer.
Nice. That's
I
what's
feel
up.
you on that. Like,
Sure.
that's how my squad is. Like, I gotta I'm the piano player, and I got a guy that mixes, and I got a guy that does everything else in between. So like it's cool doing everything by yourself. Like the journey of learning, like that's great. Nobody can take that away from you. But sometimes like you kind of get stuck and you need an outside opinion, or you need, like, does that make sense?
No, yeah, I always need an outside opinion, even if I'm doing something by myself, because I don't really keep up with anybody's music. So sometimes,
Definitely.
like, a lot of people I'll end up working with, sometimes they'll ask me about people, and I'll be like, I don't know who that is. But I just have to still adjust and figure it out. So,
I'm the same way.
like that, like I feel bad sometimes, because like sometimes like somebody who's worked with that person or related to that person might be in the room, and I'm just like,
It's nothing personal.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Ways, Like
Yeah,
sometimes
I'll be like, look, I'm in my own world. Like, you have no idea. I'm in my own little world.
and it's
So,
not necessarily that, because like when certain shit catches my ears, like I have to learn how to do that. Like
Yeah.
that's
Right,
like
right.
I have to appreciate what younger people are doing. Like I have to like, okay, like that makes me feel a certain way. That makes my neck move. That makes my head move. Like, all right, how do I do that? And it just keeps you always wanting to progress.
Right.
Definitely.
Right, you gotta like somehow keep your finger on the pulse, so to speak, even if that's not your style. But
Absolutely. And then like it's all about, for me it's all about making this shit all into one thing. Like,
Right.
So you take that and you put it into whatever you're doing. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. If it's polka music or anything that people think is strange, because I think all music is acceptable, because it's
Yeah.
all,
there's always someone out there like that's like an audience for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So somebody's gonna like get that, like no matter where you find it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like that's how some of the records that we came to love are made, because somebody dug and found a strange record or whatever the case is.
Right. And that chemistry don't come often too.
What
That chemistry don't come often too. When you find that like person that you collab with, and you just like that you just like hit it off.
It does.
Right.
I don't know, like,
Like-
because I'm not a person that's about to like just be going nowhere or doing certain things. Like, something tells me to like, okay, you should go do this. Like, something told me to come here and do this. Like,
Right.
so something like there's been something that protects me from like too much weird shit. Even though you still have certain things that you can't avoid, because you have to learn, and you don't learn unless you do shit.
I guess
the
that
nature
weird
of the
feeling
beast.
messed you up because we about to rob you. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
You don't want to do that.
Nah, you good.
Like in the music game, that's the nature of the beast. You get all types of like motherfuckers that's trying to get something out of you. Like,
Yeah,
rarely.
I mean, not really. I mean, that shit might be all the time, depending on what kind of, how life is going for you, or whatever
yeah,
kind of, shit you put yourself into.
True.
You gotta be able to see that out though.
Oh yeah.
I get a weird feeling around someone I know is being disingenuous.
You should. You
Yeah.
should already, and that's the
Right.
thing. There's something in you that knows, that tells you, like, this ain't it.
This is bullshit. It's like, this is bullshit.
Right.
So
Right.
But you do it, and you learn next time. The next time you can see it, and if you still choose to do it, it's like,
now it's your fault.
yeah, it's not even your fault,
It's-
because you might not have learned the
Fool me
first time.
once, shame on me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shame on you. Fool me once, shame on me. Or fool me
I
twice,
forgot
shame on
how
me.
it
You sound
One of
like
those-
George W.
one of
Bush
those
right now.
things.
I forgot how it went.
You sound like George W. Bush
It's,
right now.
it's fool
You can
me
fool me,
once,
you never can fool me
shame
again.
on you.
Fool me
twice,
Shame on me.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can never get
Because like the first time it's like it's on you. You knew you were doing something wrong. And the second time it's on me for falling for that shit again.
Either one is all bad.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So do you have like any like influences, like people that you kind of take a little bit from here, a little bit from there? Like people that's just kind of like influencers, kind of help mold your sound. Because
Yeah.
every artist now, especially in music, can't sit there and say they're completely original. Excuse me.
It's crazy because Keith is so versatile with his sound. It's really hard to tell.
But no,
But
even
even-
It's hard to tell
I'm-
what.
And it's
'Cause
not-
It's hard to tell what your influences
Yeah.
are.
But
When I
even
hear
when-
it, I'll
around
be like,
music-
okay, a little bit of Jimi Hendrix, maybe.
You've
But
been
no, but
around
my
music
point
all your
is-
life, like, right? So, like, yeah.
yeah, you're gonna
Totally.
end up taking stuff that you resonated with throughout the stuff you listen to. Doesn't matter
I
who you
love
listen
the
to.
fuck out of music, man. Like,
Sure.
all right, so Hendrix for sure. Like,
yeah.
that was the first thing my dad played me. That was like, what the hell is this? And like,
Remember which Hendrix song that was? I'll tell you mine.
what?
Voodoo Child.
That was like the one. But before it was like, cause I like, you're simple, not simple, but you're just like, your mind is like, what you're just like, okay, this is nice. So Purple Haze is like, oh.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah,
no,
yeah.
but Voodoo Child, like, but then I got into like the deep shit, like
Yeah.
Machine Gun. Like, I don't know if you've heard that. Like,
That's my shit. The live one.
Right.
I listen to that before I play a show. Like,
Oh, bet.
that's my,
That shit
we
groovy.
about to go there.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yes,
that's
sir.
my shit.
Free show playlist.
Hendrix, Santana. Like, I'm just going to say,
Santana, sir. Okay.
that's another.
Hey, like, yeah,
was
Santana.
The guy that does all of my artwork calls me Baby Santana. That was another name, and these are not names that stroke my ego. But
You know, the more you say that, the less I believe it.
that's fine. I'm trying to make myself not believe
Nah.
it.
Shit. Do you? You know what
Nah,
I'm
but
saying?
keep
Shit,
going,
do
keep
you.
going.
Ghostface. Ghostface is a big ass influence of mine.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Killer.
Obviously,
Doom,
the only
Doom,
Ghostface.
Doom for sure.
He's named a bunch of people I don't know, so I'm just making sure.
You don't know who is? Please tell me.
Jimi Hendrix.
Wait,
I
wait,
know
wait, wait, wait,
Hendrix,
wait, wait.
But he's talked about everybody else that he's worked with, and I don't know them, so I'm just making sure.
Carlos Santana,
Carlos
right?
I know
You
Carlos
don't know who Carlos
Santana.
Santana is?
Homie, I'm Puerto Rican. You don't think I know who Carlos Santana
So who
is?
are you talking
Santana.
about? He only went through 3
I'm talking
names.
about prior in the conversation.
Oh, you're talking about like the names I named as far as the projects.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he
okay,
named a
bet.
bunch of
Well-
named people he's worked with that I don't know, so I was
Well, that
just
was
making
just
sure
like
we'd
constant.
go.
Like, I've just it's like, well, you don't know who RZA is?
I know RZA.
Oh,
I don't know who Thundercat is. Like, I don't know who Thundercat is.
Hey.
I don't.
that's okay. That's okay.
Thundercat is like more of a new, you feel me? Like new age, like yeah.
Yeah, like the bassist, I don't really know like that. So you're naming people I don't really know. So I'm just when you said Ghostface, I was just making sure I was on the same
No,
page.
yeah, killer.
Like
Yeah.
it ain't another Ghostface out here.
Yeah, I'm thinking there might be a bassist out here named Ghostface
like a
somewhere.
Crooked Eye, like a little Ghostface
Crooked
baby.
Eye.
I've done
Yeah.
work. I've done
Lil
work
Ghostface?
with Crooked Eye. I was on his record with Static Selector.
For real?
Yeah.
Shout out Crooked Eye and Long Beach and all that. You know, East Side
Let's
Long
go.
Beach.
There's you ever heard of Futuristic?
Yeah.
From Arizona?
I heard of him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that
did
boy's,
it.
that
Yeah.
boy's nice.
I did a bunch of shit on his records.
Features are like producer.
Producer. I'll be forgetting shit.
Devin Morrison?
Who? Huh?
Devin Morrison?
We played for Georgia and Muldrow together. That's how we met.
Oh, okay.
Hey, talking to the
My
mic.
bad. Devin Morrison.
Yeah, I played on a couple things for his. I don't think they ever came out. We like did a record together, but we met playing for Georgia.
For those who don't know, Devin Morrison, dope ass project. Another one coming out. That dude got some like R&B 90s. He'll bring it. He
Dope
has
dude.
potential to bring it back.
Very talented.
He's good. He's
Bussin',
talented.
Bussin' was a good record.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Busted. There we go. I
Dope.
have the record right there up in there somewhere.
What song is
It's in there somewhere.
What's the
But
name of his album?
I had the cop one, but it's in there. It's probably one of the. It's probably on the right side. But
Oh, you got the Johns up here.
yes, sir. I'm a collector. I try to be. But yeah, the Devin Morrison project. That shit was great. Give it a listen. I'm telling you, you will not be.
We stopped at Santana. Shit,
Mama Chula, Mama
Just saying
Chula.
names because like Santana, Hendrix, Santana, Doom, Ghostface, RZA, of course,
Some peace
Kanye.
as well.
No Dilla.
I'm from Detroit, like, of course.
It's given.
Dilla.
Right, say I
That's
haven't
given,
heard his
right?
name yet. I'm
Dilla, Madlib.
I'm about to say he ain't say Jay Dilla yet. I'm like,
I mean, there's so many names, like, just like, I can't, because often for some reason I forget Kanye for some reason. And he's like a big influence, and I'll be forgetting him for
yeah,
some reason.
he's a lot of the shit he's done now has overshadowed a lot of his best work.
I can't forget his best work. That's why, like,
I still have the graduation disc still. That's by far his best work. Everything after that,
Are you serious?
yes. And that's just my opinion. When he got like 808 and Heartbreaks is kind of where I draw the line.
Come on now.
Everything after,
And like
I love 808s.
I didn't like
Twisted Fantasy?
No, wasn't a fan.
You don't like Twisted Fantasy?
No,
Was
wasn't a fan.
Could you get much higher?
Wasn't a
deep.
fan.
none of that.
That's deep.
That was a whole aesthetic. That was a whole.
Give it
damn.
another listen, my nigga.
All right.
I've tried.
That's deep.
Yeah.
I've tried. I can't get into it. Some of the stuff I really can't get into. I'm very when it comes to my music, I'm still very not boom
Yeah,
bappy,
boom
but
bap.
still I keep it to the core of what hip hop is. And
But that was hip hop though.
To you.
not a lot of that dark fan, not some of that stuff, man. I can't. It's hard for me to categorize it in the same way. Like Stronger is kind of where I cut the line when he started going futuristic.
See, that's graduation though.
But that's where I kind of draw that's his best work, where he mixed in where his roots and then him starting to branch out more. But then he started he started fucking with the Kim Kardashian, and his music kind of just went a different way.
What's that got to do with the art?
Because you can tell Kanye's a person whose mindset is throughout all his art. You can see where he was at mentally in all his art. In every album, you can tell where he's at mentally because he talks about it.
Yeah.
True.
808s and Heartbreaks, he was going through a lot of bullshit at that time. Then the Dark Fantasy is when he really started kicking that shit up with Kim.
You know, he's like he's the richest black artist in the world now, or black rapper in the world.
And much respect to him.
No, I
And
just
Graduation
wanted
is
to
where I
say
cut
that.
the line.
Graduation is where I draw the fucking line to. Actually, Life of Pablo has some shits. I'm not gonna cap. And you just had a couple of shits, but other than that, I don't fuck.
No.
Graduation.
Pablo's all right. I guess it's
Pablo,
like they're cool.
Pablo's
They're just
solid.
not.
Pablo is solid. You can't all the way hate Pablo. You hear the
Yeah.
yo. Oh yeah, but yeah, Pablo. That shit was, it has some hits on it.
I don't know.
Did you talk about my what was it? My Twisted Dark Fantasy? That shit.
That shit was whatever. I didn't. No.
Listen, look at his face.
That's why I stopped talking, because I'm not about to be on the internet hyping like.
My name is Shaggy Dashwood.
Hey,
Bam.
I don't care.
No, not in
Not gonna
that sense.
slander
I'm just not about to be like.
my Dark Twisted Fan.
No.
Nah.
It just is what it is.
That was
like,
a great fucking album.
You ain't like it. You ain't like
it
it.
just wasn't my cup of tea.
I'm so appalled.
Not my cup of tea.
Appalled and ball.
Not my cup of tea.
For sure. Oh, okay, for sure.
Graduation is where I stop.
I'm dead as fuck right now.
You
Only
ain't like
because I had an issue with a lot of the direction he was going in. Into the whole, it's not a BS. A lot of this stuff just feels gimmicky to me. It does. It feels gimmicky to me. Even everything down to the church, it feels gimmicky to me.
I feel like I get the church shit though. I get that.
on,
But
yeah.
that album, that was just creative.
I think at
That
this
was
point,
creative.
he's just doing stuff for doing stuff's sake now. I don't feel the same. I don't feel the same. I don't feel the same energy I get from.
I get it though, cause I feel the same way. But if we're drawing the line at albums, I'll for sure draw it at that one because that's still a great ass album. You feel me? Life of Pablo solid. Then Yeezus is like it's probably like a track or two, and then other than that, it's like that fucking church
I
shit
think
made me
Kanye's done
mad.
a great job of building his mystique. I think he's done a great job of building his mystique. Building his mystique.
I was gonna say, ooh.
He's built his mystique to a point where no matter what, it's going to be deemed as a success. He's built his mystique up. Doesn't matter how much I tell you guys I'm not a fan of that shit. You guys are gonna look at me with that astonished ass face.
No, it's not that. I'm just like recognizing, like, I don't be doing these things, so it's like I'm recognizing when to just shut the fuck up.
Oh no, you go. We always arguing about this shit.
Bro,
Like
you should have, bro. If you watched the one when me and this nigga was arguing about Biggie and Tupac, bro, that shit got serious.
All I know is Ye influenced me like musically.
And that's what's up. And there's nothing. I have nothing against that.
No, I understand. I
Yeah.
but like I totally get you as well because I can't keep up with everyone's music. So once I like started doing this shit on my own, I couldn't keep up with all of what everyone's putting out.
Right.
So once I I actually went back and paid attention to my dark twisted fantasy. I don't know if that's the order you say those words in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All I know is I don't know if that was when he was getting the fingers in his butt from Amber Rose or Kim Kardashian.
I don't know, but I'm not thinking about none of that. I know it's when all the
sound effects in this motherfucker.
all the Taylor Swift stuff was happening.
Why you like
That's when that was.
But
Oh,
like
that was right after that.
But wasn't that around the time
That
he
was
lost
right
his mom?
after that.
No, I think that.
I think that was a couple. Yeah,
That was
808s and Heartbreaks, right? See that he started going different after that, man.
So look, how do y'all feel about the conspiracy theory that he sacrificed his mom? How do y'all feel about that?
Nah.
I don't care, to be honest.
I have
I'm
no
a weirdo.
feelings.
I paid attention
Zero
to the
feelings
album.
about
I
it.
paid attention to the album and like, I get why niggas said it. You feel me? But like,
Which one? What album?
808 and Heartbreak.
Okay.
Like, that whole shit was about. his
No,
mom.
you know why she look, and God bless the dead.
Yeah, for sure. Rest in
God
peace.
bless the dead.
Rest-
The reason
rest
why
in
she
peace,
did it because she didn't she go out of overseas or where she, or one she was trying to get cosmetic surgery and that's always a risk. Any
Shadow botch
surgery that's unnecessary
Shadow
is
botch
always
plastic surgery.
anything that's unnecessary is always a danger to yourself.
So y'all be getting up and moving. I can look in this mirror, right?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
If you want to.
yeah, you solid.
The shirt was like uncomfortable.
You just like me.
Saying that mirror, like
Oh God. Oh God.
Whoa!
shout out to Chalk.
Don't put that on me.
That's vain. You're not conceited, y'all vain. Y'all are vain.
I don't be in front of cameras just talking, so I don't want to be looking.
Oh no, you
Looking
good,
crazy.
bro. You solid, bro. You got, you know what I'm saying? You on a good angle. You good.
Y'all do this regularly. I don't.
Bro, I really don't like try.
We
I don't
Gucci.
really
I commend that too, cause like I be on stages and people staring at me,
Bro,
and people be thinking
that
I'm
I
just,
get it.
People,
That
I'm
shit's
zoned out.
nerve-wracking.
Yeah,
I'm a
I'm
former
zoned
drummer.
out, and I'm trying not to
That
fuck
shit,
up
bro,
here.
That shit's nerve wracking.
I'm a
I was
former-
on stage opening for Chief Keef, and all niggas kept saying is, "Where the fuck is Chief Keef?" That shit is fucking nerve wracking. Like, I'm hard as fuck, bro. Don't get me wrong. But
I'm
niggas
sorry
was
to-
so like, no, it
Yeah.
was funny as fuck.
I'm
'cause
so
like,
glad that you just told me that. That is
did you like
beautiful.
that for real?
That you was there?
What?
Oh, I was about to
ain't
say,
never
don't
told me
tell
this
me.
story, my nigga.
Nigga.
You never
Alright,
told me
so
this
look,
shit.
when my manager was Tato, which is Games ex-tour manager, whatever the fuck. When I was an artist for Compound LA, we had open for Chief Keef at Velasco Theater, bro. And the bitch was packed. Like, we packed that bitch out too with Chief Keef shit. Bro, it was fucking 5 Mexican niggas in the front, bro. Like, hype beast ass Mexican niggas. Our whole performance. Where Chief Keef? Where the fuck Chief Keef? Like, and I'm looking dead at the way if you've been to Velasco's, bro, it's a low ass stage, and then it's a couch, and then people. These niggas is in the front, and I'm looking at these niggas, and they're all in my shit my whole performance. Bro, the end of my performance, bro, like I snapped, bro, because I'm drunk, and then they just pissed me off. I'm like, bro, Chief Keef not here, nigga. You finna listen to me until this nigga get here. And then nigga just stopped. Yeah. What? Nigga, and then they played my song, and then we did 2 more songs, and then after that, I went straight to them niggas like, bro, do y'all got a problem with me or something? No. Like, bro, that shit's so that shit's so nervous.
I'm so sorry for laughing like that. Is terrible.
No, it was funny as hell, bro. It was funny as hell, bro. When the nigga heard it's mid track, bro. I'm rapping and like I hear it and I'm like, he rapping and shit. Nigga say it again. I'm like, you feel me? And it got to a point where I'm like, bro, I ain't finna go through this shit any much longer. Like, what the fuck? I'm about to throw a bottle at your bitch ass. Like, funniest shit ever, bro. It was the funniest shit ever. I swear. Funny.
I'm trying to think of anything like that has ever happened. And
yeah, for sure happened to me. This is like when I first. To be honest, bro, this is like my first big performance ever.
Somebody's mic's off.
Ever. And yeah, I killed that shit though. Like I killed the fucking performance, but I had to deal through that nigga for what, 45 minutes straight. Chief Keef just
hold on, they had you open up for 45 minutes.
Hell yeah. We was like literally when we got there, it was only like I think 3 people opening and the other niggas didn't show up. And when we got there, it was like our time. And then the dudes were supposed to come, they didn't come, so we took their spot too. So yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So did they do that off top or was it at?
It was like low key last minute. Like when we got there.
No, when they started heckling you.
Oh, it was. I did a song and then
The first song.
Nah, the second throughout the second song. Like the homie was rapping, and then once the music stopped and my song was about to start, that's when shit started getting aired. And then from then on till like the 6th song until I started tripping, they was doing that shit the whole time. And it was the same niggas, and like people was looking at them like they looking at them, looking at me like, you feel me, like he like they're fucking cub, like what's going on, and I'm like, all right, bro, I gotta say something, bro. And I just tripped.
I would have thrown a water bottle at him.
Nigga, they should, bro. I
would have poured it on him.
It's like a little couch. I stepped on the couch.
Fuck your
and I'm like,
Supreme.
bro.
Fuck your
like,
Supreme.
What's going on?
Fuck all your Supremes and your
We can get this
Yeezys.
shit cracking. I don't give a
pour
fuck
all that
about
shit
this
on.
performance, bro. I'm not getting paid that much. Like, the fuck? You're not finna disrespect me on stage, though. That's what the fuck's not finna happen. I'll skip a paycheck for respect. For sure. You feel me? Like, for sure. I'm not finna let you disrespect me while I'm on this stage. Fuck Chief Keef right now, nigga. You listening to me. And then they was like, yeah. Anyways, looked at the DJ and kept doing my shit. Then I fucking went to my section and got drunk.
I feel it.
As you
I
should.
feel it. I feel that.
True story.
Good shit.
True fucking story.
All right. Well, shit. Is there anything else we guys got? You got any questions for your boy, man? You brought him in.
That's about it. I actually just wanted the backstory, to be honest.
Do you make
But,
beats?
Yeah.
What's your like sound of beat that you go to? Like, what's your go-to sound?
I don't know what that is.
Like, you know how there's trap music. You can say like
Check.
there's like you can say there's like trap music. There's like mumble rap beats type shit. There's R&B. There's soul. There's
I can literally that's why I would just rather play y'all shit than me try to.
Oh yeah,
explain
for sure. Yeah, that's for sure.
But like literally, I do whatever I want. Like that's what my goal is, to try to literally figure out whatever I want to do. Like
Trying to do all of it.
I've done like book soundtracks and like film stuff, like all kinds of things. So like I literally just try to do whatever I want, as well as be able to work with people that I have a nice relationship with and be able to call upon when I'm doing certain things that we can work on together and shit. Like no matter what it is.
For sure. Yeah. Like, it's like a cook, man. It's like, Everybody's hungry for something different every day. You're gonna cook something different every day. Like you're gonna be in.
Absolutely.
You can't categorize yourself in having a sound because you do what the fuck you want, basically.
Yeah, but I guess if you like heard me before, you kind of would know it's me, unless it's me deliberately like doing something that is not like a song structure type thing. If it's something else, like you wouldn't like. But why would you be listening to that? But yeah,
Is you as a rapper different from you as a producer slash beat maker? Like, is it a different sound or is it still the same shit?
that's a good question. Yeah, it's different because well, yeah, it's not really. No, not really. No, it's the same shit.
I was like, okay, wait, we're getting somewhere. We lost it.
Niggas that make beats and rap, like, sometimes what they rap isn't the beats that they make, you feel me? It's a whole different sound, you feel me, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
My voice changes a lot, so it doesn't matter, I guess.
Right.
So like, yeah, that's a good. Yeah, my voice changes a lot, so I can I try to be able to, just do whatever the fuck I really want.
Right.
So it makes that to not be a thing where you get trapped within a sound, because like I literally be trying to do shit with accents and not even an accent that I know where it's from or anything.
Right.
Just doing it to do it. So just wild.
Oh
shit.
no, that's Drake's strength right there.
I never want to get stuck in a category to where it's like, cause I rap, bro, but like I be on the auto-tune shit too, because that's like my wave, you feel me? So I don't want to like come out as a super rapper, then when I drop like some auto-tune shit, niggas like, what the fuck is this? Like, for example, OG Mako, he dropped that what's that, Bitch You Guessed It? Y'all remember that shit? Do y'all remember the fucking 5-track EP that he dropped after that album?
Nope.
Nigga, he has a fucking song with JID called Who Came to... The nigga knows how to rap. Lyrical monster. Nobody wanted to hear that shit, though. That's why nobody knows about that project. Because they want that, bitch, you guessed it. You feel me? They want the ignorant shit, but...
Because that's who he grabs.
Exactly. But niggas think that's how he raps, but he really got it. But he already put himself in that category, so when he tries to drop this shit, niggas like, what the fuck is this?
That's why you should do what's true to you.
That's
instead of
true.
doing what's gonna ride.
Exactly.
If you on a track
Exactly.
with JID, man, you
Nigga,
like you have to
I
compete,
will show you that song, bro. The
Please.
nigga, you wouldn't even know it's OG Mako.
That's wild.
Like, lyrical monster. Doesn't make no sense. But they want, you feel me, the ignorant shit. That's what he got popping off that song, so they expected more of that. So when he dropped something different, they're like, no. And it's like, why? When the shit was hard. But they put him in that category already, if you get what I'm saying.
People love putting you in a box. If that makes sense.
I'm for sure not that. I can
That's
tell
life.
he's for sure not that.
Life is categories, guys. It's life. You're gonna fit. So you're always gonna be put in some kind of box.
Okay, so back to that old conversation. What's called that argument about rap singer, if that's relevant.
That's their box.
Or rap artist, or
That's their box.
If somebody wants to not be, you know what I'm saying, like
whatever the
not put
term
under
is
a
for
category.
whatever the term is for these singers slash rapper thing, whatever the term is for them, that's their box.
Yeah. All right.
But I feel like there's always room to transcend
So
categories.
I was
though.
like, so what was the question? Because like now y'all got me not really questioning myself, but like questioning.
Basically,
There's even a box for people, for artists like yourself.
Absolutely, and I know
Right.
that. And I was like, when I first started, I was like, man, okay. Then like once I wrapped around my head around it, I wasn't playing guitar on my tracks or none of that at first. But then I started taking it serious, like, okay, blah, 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 I add instruments. And then
If you're a composer, that's your box.
But doing being like, I'm gonna be an artist, but I'm gonna rap, but I'm gonna play a guitar at the same time. I thought I was gonna be a little bit
You're a composer.
Right.
That's
So
your
it's like,
box.
For sure.
Absolutely. So it's like there's always gonna be that. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, there's a name for everything.
And that's like I was thinking about that recently. Like that's just like kind of like that's very just kind of irritating that there's like we've had the habit of just making a name for everything. Like
That's life.
Because you have a lot of artists who don't even
That's
want to
life
be
and
labeled.
language.
You feel me? They just want to be labeled as an artist. Like, you feel me?
I mean, I was speaking outside of artistry, like, but yeah, just like yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You got people who, you feel me, who make, you know what I'm saying, a variety of, you know what I'm saying, different sounds and stuff. But, you feel me, they'll probably, you feel me, make a post or some shit or talk about some shit about, like, hey, look, like, the black community, like, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to be labeled as just an R&B artist. You feel me? I'm simply, you know what I'm
Well,
saying, I
that
do a bunch
sucks
of
for
other
them,
shit.
and they just
Yeah,
need
that's
to
what I'm saying,
understand.
right? You feel me? I'm just like, bro, like, the majority of your catalog is R&B, so that's what you are. Kinda,
Life
feel
is
me?
categories.
That's kind of what I, you know what I'm saying, the common, what's called, consumer would look at you at. You feel me? So it's like, but then again, you do have artists.
I get
who do a
annoyed
bunch of
by
other
people that
shit.
say, "Don't call me a rapper. I'm an artist." But the
Right.
music you show me is nothing but rap.
Right,
I hate that
right,
shit.
right.
You're a rapper. Yeah, I get it. You're an artist, but your art is rap.
Why are you so aggressive?
I'm very aggressive.
I love this nigga. Hey, yo, he
I hate
ran.
that shit.
Why is that so funny?
I was just about to ask you that.
Oh,
That's
God.
the only reason it's so
Listen,
funny. I was sitting here like, damn, nigga, why you? Let's talk.
Nobody really hurt me. It's just more. It's more in the sense is I think very logically. I'm a very logical person. I think with reason and rhyme. I don't think with.
As well, like that's why I straight out ask, like, why are you so why are you aggressive? But it's like at the same time, like I write songs all day, so that fucks it up for me. So that's why I'm like, I'll straight out ask you that instead.
That's
of,
fine.
you know.
I have zero issue with people.
Bro, he's the most straightforward nigga that I know. So that is like, you feel me? That's what he wants from niggas. He hates like niggas beating around the bush. Like, nigga, you gonna ask me something or you just gonna shut the fuck up? Like,
Nah, he's doing a great job. Like
Nah,
all the
for
questions,
sure.
he like asked those questions like he's asked them before, and it wasn't uncomfortable, and he's not asking in a way of like he's irritated or
Right.
just bored. Like
I just don't sugarcoat shit. Everybody's used to their parents and their teachers sugarcoating shit for them. I'm not that person.
yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna be directly for you. Don't ask me questions you may not want the answer for, because I'll more than likely give you the answer you're not that you don't want to hear.
And that's why this
Like,
is a learning
nigga.
experience for me because like I can have a conversation, but like if you never heard my music, there's really no point.
And then like
in
I'm
even
not an
saying
excuse. I'm a zero excuse person. Like and when it comes to me, well, people see me as aggressive because people always want to be like, "Woe is me," like I can't do this because my life is so fucking hard, and I'm like, your life isn't that hard. There's people that are going through 110 times worse and that are making it 110 times better than you. So if they can do that, you can. And if my
Absolutely.
college dropout, I'm a college dropout, played 11 years of football, so my head is definitely fucked up. And then I do martial arts for fun. So if my stupid ass can figure shit out, anybody can figure this shit out.
Right, absolutely. I mean,
I just don't
yeah.
give people the chance to have that excuse. Like I'm very to the point, because the truth is, if you want to do it, you will make sure it's gonna happen. You'll make sure. So don't give me the I couldn't do it when I'm like, nah. If you
Yeah.
really wanted to do it, you would make it happen.
Right.
You just didn't really want to make it do it, and I'm gonna say it.
Mm-hmm.
And most people don't want to admit it because they're so afraid. They want to save face. I'm the type to be like, look, wasn't really on my mind, and it just is what it is.
Yeah, I'm trying to get better at that as well. I must say, like,
I'm trying.
And plus, being a fighter, I'm not really afraid of what anybody's really gonna do after I tell them something they don't like.
that can't be a reason to just be aggressive.
Well, no, it just eliminates the fear. I'm not trying
I can
to
fight people, so I'm gonna say what I
It
want.
just eliminates. No, I'm not rude. I'm not
Listen,
rude. I'll
hey.
not be like, "You's a bitch,"
Yo.
and you just acting like it's
Let
like,
me-
bitch. I won't say that.
Let me take 5.
I won't do anything like that. But
Can we be best friends?
I'm not afraid of having. You stupid. I'm not afraid of having these awkward conversations because if someone does get aggressive, I know I'm gonna be able to handle myself.
Right.
That fear of not knowing what's gonna happen
I
next.
can see like how that's not like that. That makes sense.
Because a lot of
That
people,
makes
they
sense.
get like, cause I've been in like in arguments with artists and arguments. Hey man, watch out! Don't hit the camera, dude. So like, it's more stuff like I've been in heated arguments, but I can be in those heated arguments and remain calm.
Yeah.
Because
Arguments
I'm,
about what? And why was y'all arguing about Biggie and Tupac?
All right,
don't get hyped. I don't need nobody getting hyped.
It got good. It got good. Let's
No,
go.
because he gonna take it there. That's
Let's
why
go.
I stopped him. Nope.
Let's go.
Because I'm a big ass Biggie fan. He's a big ass Tupac fan. Like, that's already bad. You feel me? And then like I bring up a situation, and then every time I bring the situation up, he says the same lecture, and then it just went all the way left. And I tried to
you can
stop
tell
him
them
before
your
it got
part
to the
first.
lecture.
You can say your part first, and I'll wait.
I tried to. I didn't even get to my part. That's how bad it got. I was just sitting there like, all right, yeah.
Tupac fans are very.
Tupac
Like-
fans are fucking crazy, bro.
Look at his face.
Like, he's not the only one.
No,
I had
see,
this conversation with a lot of niggas.
No, see,
Absolutely.
like, this is my thing with Pac and Biggie. They're up there at the same level, but where one lacks, the other one exceeds
And you mean not equally on both sides?
on both sides.
Okay.
So, Pac may have not have been the best lyricist, but he always had something to say, and his charisma always, you can feel what he had to say. You can feel how mad he was in the track. You
Yep.
can feel what's going on. Now, Biggie may not have had the same charisma, but his flow and his smoothness, that fundamental hip hop was his key. So how I see it is just the way I see basketball. On the East Coast, it's fundamentals. Everybody's a baller out there. They know how to dribble, pass, and shoot. You go to the West Coast, everybody's a little bit more flashier and a little bit more of a spectacle out there. And that's the same thing how I feel with Pac and Biggie. Pac had a bigger charisma to him. He had a bigger energy to him. While Biggie was hip hop to the core.
But
That's because
You don't feel like Tupac was the spectacle as well?
yes.
Okay.
His aura is what created his spectacle. That's why people hold his spirit in such a higher regard than Biggie.
Only thing I'll say is I think I will combat you on the charisma of Biggie because you have to have charisma to fucking be that nice and fucking, believe in yourself that damn much to where it just don't matter. Like, I can rap. Like,
I'm not
And,
saying Biggie
like-
didn't have charisma. I just don't believe it was on the same level as a Tupac.
well, yeah, but that becomes to a different thing. Like, you're speaking to someone who went to school for theater and, was an actor and, thrived in moments like that. Like, Biggie wasn't, he was who he was, I guess. So.
But that's my point. I'm not saying one is better than the
Right.
other, but where one lacks, the other
Absolutely.
one,
So I
the
get-
other
yeah,
one
I get you.
exceeds.
So what was bad about that? Why did
And another thing was the
I didn't
street
get to
cred
talk.
thing. Another thing was the street cred thing.
Bro, that.
So everybody has this idea that Pac wasn't a gangbanger. He's what you call a thug, but he wasn't a gangbanger.
What's your definition of a thug? Yours.
my definition of a thug? I don't be
Mine
thinking.
is just a dude.
I don't be
Mine's a-
thinking about that.
My dude he's in the same vein as a gangster, a gangbanger.
Who
just
is?
a thug? He just doesn't have a card.
Who are we talking about?
Pac.
Pac. Okay, so he was a thug.
Look, a lot of people weren't.
You good?
A lot of people weren't fucking super thugs when they were little kids. Most of that shit happens in high school and early as middle school.
Right.
So I know a lot of dudes that were nerdy in middle school and got to high school and went a whole different direction. I've seen that. So I don't really knock him for being a theater kid. Sometimes
I don't knock him for it at all.
sometimes people get forced in those situations.
No, that wasn't a knock at all. Like, you know,
The only
anything that helps you express
But there's
yourself
stories
better
about
is
Pac
amazing.
not letting people talk to him a certain way. Pac got in trouble for shooting police officers because
Yeah.
he thought he didn't know they were undercover. He
So
thought
that-
they were two white dudes messing with a little black kid. So he
So-
pulled out a strap and shot him.
All-
You got
all
shot
I'm
the dude.
saying
So you
is-
gotta be a
Wait, I was
thug.
like, so wait, thuggery is playing a part in your support of who's the best rapper?
No,
Nah.
that was one thing he brought up, and I said, look, you can be
Oh,
thugs.
you brought that up.
I brought that up.
thugs in
because
different ways.
I know like older niggas, you feel me, from LA who like, you feel me, been around with those times and like associated with Tupac, and I done heard real life stories about this nigga that will like make you like, what, you feel me? That's a whole different topic, you feel me?
No,
But
you
like,
what
Bro,
you
this
sound
man,
like-
Yeah,
this
it's
man,
like-
this man
just like-
beat up a high-ranking Crip, and he just did it to do it.
but
You
that's
gotta
the
have
thing,
some
though,
kind of,
that wasn't Pac though, bro, and you see where that got him.
and that's
Them same niggas smoked him 30 minutes later. It's like, bro,
and
that
that's
wasn't
part
Pac,
of the game.
bro. That was not Pac. Pac was not that nigga. He did that shit because of Suge Knight, bro. That nigga pumped his head up and got him smoked. If we going to be 100, like, you let this nigga pump your head up and got you killed.
It wasn't
my
that
nigga.
he got his head pumped up. Is they all said that Pac had a crazy loyalty to someone who bailed him out of jail. That dude paid $1 million to get him out. And
to
Pac's-
get that $1 million back from that nigga, he used that boy.
That's the business.
Like, he
Pac
bailed
was
him out.
aware-
He bailed him out because that was a moneymaker. He
And
didn't bail
Pac
him out
was
because
aware
he
of
loved
that
nigga.
the entire time.
Is this about to start? Is this where it starts?
Nah, this, you feel me?
Well,
that last conversation, we got all that out.
but my thing is, I watch videos with people who are around him who talk stories about both people, and I don't get that Biggie was a super thug. Biggie was a doughboy. I get that consensus. He sold his drugs and was a D-boy, but there wasn't a lot of stories of Biggie being heavy-handed. There's a lot of stories of Pac starting fights, spitting on people, spitting on cops, doing a bunch of shit that thugs do who don't like officers. So they were all doing their thugging in a different way. Biggie was a doughboy. Pac was a little bit more an extrovert when it came to his shit. He was more of the militant thug. Cause you can be a thug in different ways. You don't got to be connected to a gang. Most people in New York weren't connected to gangs. They were D-boys. You either from this block, that block, or whatever corner you on, and that's your corner, or whatever kingpin you working for. But out here, people forget. People out here got a situation that's because it's gangs out here. So their standard is based on what they know out here in LA. And they know claiming a card and claiming a set, and that's what's a thug. When there's different versions of thugs everywhere. Certain thugs wear suits. But I just think when it came to Pac and Biggie, I would say that Biggie was fundamental hip hop. While Pac always had something to say. Whether it was in the beginning when Brenda Had a Baby, Changes. Even when he started being Thug, he makes songs like Thug Mansion, To Live and Die in L.A. Like, he always has something to talk about. Biggie was just that dude who can spit. He had the flow. He just had them flows.
Growing up, I was like, my dad put me on a lot of, like, I was just like East Coast rap, you feel me? And when it came down to rap, growing
Man,
up,
I didn't even see your hand. Okay. I was already peeping your neck. I get you.
I grew up on East Coast rap, so like when I think of rap, automatically I think of, do you have bars? Like that's my go-to. Like where are your bars at? Like I get you can tell a story and shit. You feel me? But like, can you rap for real, bro?
That's
like,
why I'm
that's what I go to when it thinks of a rapper. And if we want to get to rapping, that nigga Pac could not see Biggie at all.
But see, y'all asked me a question. I didn't even say no. Nas, Ho,
Hey.
Doom. So many people.
Hey, rest in peace, Doom too, for sure.
And another reason why I find it's really hard to compare the two is how many albums does Biggie have?
I don't ever compare. I don't compare that. I don't.
But that's the only thing you can compare.
I compare skill.
But that's
fuck that.
How do you compare skill without listening to the albums,
bro? You heard the nigga.
But you have to listen to the album.
That's like saying 50's catalog isn't big enough, but that nigga isn't one of the hardest.
But no,
niggas
if
to
you
come
want
out
to
of New
compare
York.
50 Cent to another rapper, you compare their catalogs.
I'm not.
Am I wrong?
I'm comparing how niggas rap. I'm not comparing.
I mean,
catalogs.
you can. That depends. Like you can base.
I'm talking about if you're basing it off of lyricism and all that stuff. You still have to compare their albums.
I mean, he's fair though. Shaggy's fair though for that. But I see where you coming from. But like, yeah, it's fair to compare albums.
You still have to compare their catalogs.
Yeah.
You compare track for track, album for album. Listen to the lyrics.
Tough,
you still got to listen to the album.
That's crazy, and I hate to say it, but I'm gonna put on. Yeah. I'm gonna put on "Ready to Die" as an album before I put in on like any like whole.
I'm putting "Ready to Die."
It's to each his own.
And I'm not saying I'm like a Biggie or Tupac. Like I'm probably more Biggie just because, like when I rap, I be like just like trying to rap my ass off. Because I can't do the energy thing and just
I'm a real West Coast I'm a real West Coast dude, like real West Coast dude. Are you from Detroit? Where everybody's wears buffs? I wear lokes. Like,
I didn't understand West Coast music at first. Like my only thing that I had was like, and when I was a kid and I saw Ain't Nothing But a G Thing for like on the video. So when I moved out here as like, I would go back and forth. So when I like moved here and really started getting the understanding of it, like, oh, okay, yeah, like this is why, you know, like George Clinton and old funk shit. Like,
I always see it like this, and people can hate me for it if they want to. They always hate this opinion. East Coast is where hip hop was created, but the West Coast is where it's got its flavor.
So how did this thing start? Because I see that
something like this, something like that going on right now. Yeah,
are you two always here? How does this work out?
Well, for me,
you always here because you you rowdy. You just
how I think of it.
You like you, so you really like who do you appreciate on the East Coast?
All of them. I appreciate everybody on the East Coast. I appreciate that.
So for me, my older brother was like with both, but he was always with New York rap. Like he was with the Saigons, the AZs, the like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
see, I'm
everybody else. So I feel like the difference between my fault.
Keep going.
So like I feel like the difference is like what New York rapper is like. Every bar counts, every word counts. Like where you put it, the spacing. With West Coast, like it's the hit. If you can make everybody move, you tell that story.
You gotta remember where. You gotta also remember what's on the West Coast. Before hip hop, what was the West Coast known for? I'm from the Bay, so you know what the Bay Area is known for? Funk.
Yeah, of course.
So they brought that element to hip hop.
Definitely.
And that brought the groove to hip hop. There was really no groove to hip hop.
Definitely.
Before they go into the West Coast.
Yeah.
It was really no groove. When it was gangsters rapping that hard shit, but when it came to the West Coast, it was we gangsters, but we groove out here. We listen to funk. We make
motherfuckers dance out here, like or everywhere. You know,
but still be on some gangster shit with it though. Like,
right.
Just like how I say basketball. You go to the East Coast, it's hella fundamental. Everybody knows how to dribble, pass, and shoot. You come to the West Coast, you get your high flyers. You get it's a little bit more showtime out this way.
I feel like that's where it becomes.
It gets more flavor out this way. You get a little bit more flavor coming out towards the West. The further you move out, then you start. If you go low, everything start getting a little more country.
Flavor depends on the person who eats it, though. So, like, you know what I'm talking about?
That's the realest shit this nigga probably ever said.
Yeah.
That's a fucking fact.
So are they always here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
majority of the time.
I'm here like 85%, 90%.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's more in the sense of like I get it. Some people appreciate like I
can't pick a
on the
side.
East Coast.
I love
I love both. I love both.
every
Yeah.
On the
down
East Coast,
south,
I
Depends on-
appreciate. On the East Coast, I appreciate Big L. I appreciate the Big L's, the Big L's,
Right. Yeah.
the Method Mans, the Red Mans, the Eric Sermons, the
Ooh, versus TV. I forgot.
Uh,
Yeah, Redman versus Method
like-
Man coming up.
Can we really like get
Can't
in
wait.
the bag
Big
of,
Pun. Like,
East Coast,
there's a
like,
lot of dudes that I respect, but if you're gonna tell me to pick a side, I'm gonna pick to the side that I am from. I'm from the West Coast.
Yeah.
I grew up listening to. I'm from the Bay, so grew up listening to the E40s, the Mercy Marvs, the Team, Mr. Fab, Keek the Sneak, San Quinn, and everybody under the sea. Drew Down, Mac Dre, Jay Mills, everybody.
Drew Down is special.
I was off.
But then my dad from Carson,
DMX,
so I also was listening to the
KRS
DJ Quicks,
One,
the AMGs, the Sugar Freeze.
Digital Underground, Public Enemy. Like I was
Digital
really
Underground's
off.
from Oakland.
I know, but like you feel me? That's just who I grew up listening to. Him. You feel me? It was just majority like Wu
And I
Tang
want
and
to-
DMX and E40.
And another thing,
Yes, sir.
if you listen to a lot of the music that's made in a lot of states outside of like Atlanta, like the South that has a distinct sound. If you ever go home on Instagram and check this on Instagram too for everybody else called Thizzler on the Roof. It's on Instagram where he goes live with artists and he puts different states and they're all copying the West Coast sound. All of them are copying the West Coast sound. From fucking Delaware to fucking New Mexico. It's all the same West Coast Bay Area sound. It's all across. And then like New York is just now with this drill shit is now somewhat separating themselves. Because at first New York,
that shit came from the UK.
yeah, that's on them now.
They
The
just
East
took
Coast
it and,
no
like,
more doesn't the East Coast
like-
sound does no longer works anymore.
Say that. You cannot say
You
that.
are aggressive.
It doesn't.
that.
Only person that's been keeping it alive, in my opinion, is Benny the Butcher.
And that's why you can't say that.
But he's been the only person, in my opinion.
Don't forget, nigga, Jim Jones, Harry
Yep.
Fraud.
Since the order is going in right now, it's going the South. It goes Atlanta. The
It's
South.
for sure Atlanta.
It goes the South is number 1 right now. The South is killing it right now.
Detroit is number 2.
It goes South.
Yep.
Detroit is number 2. I don't give a fuck what you gotta say about it. Detroit is number 2. And we're talking about
They going stupid
We're talking about
right now,
we're
but-
talking about Sada Baby, YNJ, Rio, nigga, Mike. Detroit is going
Free
stupid.
Rio.
Stupid. Detroit's going stupid. I
I'll
know you
give
don't
them-
like YNJ,
I'll give
but
them-
he is putting on for Michigan right
I'll
now.
give them 3. But
You're
they're not number 2.
tripping. You're tripping.
It's
You're
going to South?
Tripping. Who's
How?
second? Who's second? Let me know.
California.
You're tripping.
Nah.
And I'm from from out here, bro. Detroit,
California.
Detroit is low key damn near finna be 1 next to Atlanta. If you want to be 100, Detroit
No,
is
it's only
eating
been a
the
couple.
rap
It's only
game
been a
up.
couple years, so I'm waiting to see.
How many niggas right now is hopping on Detroit beats?
And
That's everybody,
it's been
But
more
that
than a
always
couple
happens.
years.
bro.
Okay,
that came.
you know music, and you know music stores and trends. So it's always gonna happen. Is something hot's gonna happen. So a Sada Baby comes out. So for the next 3 to 5 years, everybody's gonna be copying that style to try to get on. Like they do everything. They did that from. It doesn't matter what you copy, boys. It doesn't matter what you copy, boys, bro. When Young Thug came out, how many fucking copycats did we hear for the next 5 years?
See, the copycats is still out.
They still doing it.
You got Key, you got It, you got fucking what's his Saw Baby. Like all the niggas want to be Thug. Thug really set That's why that people don't give Thug the respect that he deserves because he really birthed a lot of these young niggas. For real.
There's no money in birthing a trend.
Right. You're right as fuck. You're right as fuck.
And that's the business.
You're for sure right as fuck. That's a fact.
Sometimes it's better. It's more financially rewarding to ride a wave than it is to create one.
Yeah.
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 But that comes to a mindset. Do you want to create something or do you want to ride something? Are you a
Right.
leader or are you a follower?
Yeah. Yeah. But I feel like Thug created that wave though, for a lot of people to come through, and he's always like put people on while he was out there. Like
It doesn't matter. DJ Kool Herc should be
Damn.
getting residuals from everybody from creating hip hop, but he doesn't.
yeah.
And he's the man who created hip hop.
Yeah.
DJ Kool Herc, look him up.
Got the recognition
He is
for
the
street,
first
though.
DJ to put two together and to mix
Yeah.
the break.
Yeah, the fucking.
Everybody, you should know this.
Have you watched the Get Down
You
on
should
the
know
Netflix?
this.
On Netflix,
No, I haven't
the
watched
Get
it
Down?
yet.
Yeah,
No.
bro, that whole.
Dog,
yeah,
you gotta watch it.
that's
Oh, that
it.
show? I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I tried
Yeah,
to watch
that's
it.
about
I
the
didn't like it. It was
creation of
stupid.
hip hop.
You didn't like it?
With
No.
fucking.
See,
What?
yeah, he's aggressive. He's aggressive. Okay.
Bro,
Aggressive.
it-
I just didn't like it. I didn't
it
like
basically
it.
shows how b-boy and hip hop and that shit came together. Like
Look,
that.
I'm very logical. I don't like fiction. I would rather watch a documentary like the hip hop, the evolution of hip hop. Like I'd rather watch that and hear the stories from the people than to watch a recreation of what supposedly happened at that time. I want to hear from DJ Kool Herc and DJ Grandmaster Flash what it was like back then because they were there. I want to hear it from the horse's mouth, not rewritten from someone else's perspective. Especially historical.
Totally
things.
understandable.
That's
yeah.
valid. That's valid.
Yeah, I'd rather watch those people. I'd rather talk to those people than to watch a movie about it. It's more because when I'm talking to the source material, I can bring a better picture in my head to what it was like.
He called you aggressive.
I've been aggressive, but it is what it is. I'm Puerto Rican. We're aggressive
Too
people.
aggressive?
It's my guy though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look,
That's
just
yeah.
because everybody else liked it doesn't mean I'm gonna like it.
Yeah.
Certain stuff everybody liked.
I watched it and it was.
I thought it was corny.
It's a surprise.
That's
The
why.
love-
That's
the
why my
love
name
story
is
in between of
Shaolin
it, I
Fat
thought was
Backwoods.
very corny.
That shit was corny as fuck.
That ruined it for me.
The fucking
If it was
the
just-
love story between little light skinned and the little Puerto Rican girl.
And
I
he
forgot
over
his
here
name.
reading and writing poetry and shit. I
Yeah.
couldn't get into that.
Yeah,
Like
that
it, just,
shit was.
it didn't
I feel it.
make it was a sense of drama just for drama's sake.
I'm just talking
And-
about like I looked past all. I was just like learning from the the historic or the fact moments that they was having. You feel me? Like the Grandmaster Flash.
Watch
and
the
the
hip
DJ
hop,
Kool
the
Herc and
evolution of
shit,
hip hop,
like,
bro.
yeah.
That whole shit breaks it down.
Nah, I
They
watched
break
that
it
too
down.
though. I watched that too
shit
though.
is-
Yeah.
Okay. Any other topics? Any things? Any questions you may have? You may have since you're watching us debate.
No questions, but I did want to say I got to see DMX on 2 occasions.
He's a hologram now. He's gonna be a hologram now.
I hope not.
Nah. Nah.
Hey, I think it's a dope thing. As much people may not like it, I think it's dope. If that's a way, huh? Oh yeah, rest in paradise.
Yeah.
Everybody rest in paradise and God bless the
Yes, sir.
dead. But
Yes, sir.
But with this new age of technology, a way to keep everybody's legends alive is these virtual things. Think about it. You could do it for Johnny Cash. You could do it for so many groundbreaking artists.
That shit is creepy and uncomfortable.
It could be creepy and uncomfortable. It's cool.
Like, are you talking about?
Hold
like,
on. Okay. Hold on. I'm about to ask some serious
That
questions.
shit that be like this.
What is
The
what is
moving portraits
creepier?
on Instagram,
What is
nigga?
creepier?
That's
Watching a
just
hologram of someone who's passed away, or continuously listening to their music after they're dead?
the hologram one, Because are you paying money to go
The
see them in
hologram
concert?
to actually have someone you have to actually mimic these movements of someone else.
They're
Like,
not mimicked. They take them from videos of when they're performing. They try to make it as close to how they would perform as possible.
But
So
someone
they-
has to do that. Like they're not like just going back to old images and just being able to take.
No,
that.
they take old footage and they build the hologram through those footages to make it as close as possible. The early ones,
But I
yeah.
actually don't. I can't say. I don't know how they do that shit, so I can't say nothing.
But you can. They take because a lot of people nowadays have so much film of them performing. The only
Right.
ones that it's hard to do are artists that don't have that much film of them performing. So if you have all that reference stuff, they have technology to the point where they can take that person's all that movement and put it into the hologram. But my thing is, we're listening to people who's passed away's music like they never fucking died. That's fucking weird.
Why do you think that's weird?
Yeah. Why is that weird?
I don't think that's weird.
For real.
It's
Elaborate.
Yes.
weird if you're trying to say that watching a hologram of them is weird because we
That's-
watch
I'll
movies.
tell you why.
We watch movies with dead people all the time.
Well,
What's the difference between a hologram and you watching fucking Juice? Pac has been dead for years and people are still watching
in
Juice.
That sense,
Well, like-
in that sense, you're right. But
well, like,
I mean, okay, I'm all right. I'm gonna say that I'm not about to pay myself personally to go see a hologram. Like
Did you see Fast and Furious? Did you see that in theaters?
the first one,
No, the last one.
no,
Did you watch it?
no.
Okay, I can't use that reference on then.
you talking about the one?
Because if anybody went to go watch,
Oh,
When Paul Walker passed
they
away?
did the Paul Walker.
you know that wasn't him, right?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
his
it was his
brother.
brother.
It was his
Yeah.
brother with a digitized face from the other movies.
Well, some of it was,
it was
some
off.
of it was him.
Some of it was
though.
him.
Are you serious?
But the,
Yeah.
Yeah,
the first
yeah.
half, the first half is him. Then the last half is not him because
Yeah.
they had to finish filming after.
Things
Yeah,
like
the
that.
Wiz Khalifa part.
So I watched like one of Bruce Lee's films, Game of Death. Like it was after, like they put most of it was another actor.
Yeah.
So seeing that as a kid, it kind of like freaked me out. So like that, when I saw that they did that
So
with that,
what is
it
the
freaked me out.
difference between watching a hologram? So take the paying to do this shit. Take the paying out of it.
Can I-
Because if that's
Right.
your only argument, that's a straw man argument.
Can
Right,
I,
right.
Can I?
So take the payment out of it.
Yeah.
What is the difference between watching a hologram and watching that same artist or that same actor, whatever?
What's the difference? You can't get
On
this,
video.
it's not real. You can't get
Yeah.
the same human
Neither.
interaction.
I'd-
No, but that's different. You expect that you can get a human reaction out of seeing someone live. Like someone could throw something at you on
Live
stage
shit.
and you got to do some shit. Like my,
It's
no
a hologram.
offense.
It's not gonna.
Right. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
But yeah, so like that element of it being real and happening is not there. Like
But you have to at some point
somebody
suspend
unplug
your belief.
Somebody unplug the shit. Somebody unplug everything. It's just gonna be
I feel
y'all,
like-
y'all singing the
Yeah.
songs to y'all singing the songs together instead of looking at something.
Okay, that's my case.
Or it
Okay,
start
for
raining.
sure,
It
for
start
sure.
I
raining.
got
For
some.
sure. If that's so weird,
Look, hey.
hold on. If that's so weird, how come the gorillas are successful?
That's a different thing. It's presented as is, and then when you add the element of actually
But they
making
can just
a
be
live
unplugged,
show,
and at the end of the day, you're
No.
fucking
Can I-
singing
can I
songs
ask
to
a
them.
serious
doesn't count
question?
because there's actually real people that you can
Can
bring
I ask
into
a
Yes,
this.
and when
serious
they pass
question?
away, all they can do is just and they can still do concerts for the rest of their lives. You know why? Because they presented themselves as fucking cartoons.
That's amazing.
I've never seen the Gorillas ever.
That's a crack in the
The
system. They
Gorillaz
did-
concert
there's a
is
concert.
just in my eyes, it's just like going to see a hologram. You know why?
That's
because
what
they're
really it
not
is?
there.
But that doesn't count
real?
because you still have the musicians there
No.
doing it, and
Yeah, they have like a band and stuff up
there's
there.
like one guy who is in control of everything. But then you can still have like De La Soul come through.
So like
or
who?
XYZ.
So
You can
like
still do that
is
with holograms.
Who is the Gorillas? Is one person?
It's not like one person, but it's like one person and he brings in a lot of other people.
Okay.
I still don't see the difference between watching a hologram and watching the
I've
Gorillas,
never- I
or
just
watching
thought they was like
a
a
movie
cartoon.
with someone who's passed away, or watching a posthumous movie. Like, I don't see the distance.
Posthumous movie is uncomfortable for me a little
I
bit.
don't understand. I don't get it.
Yeah.
So
And plus, I've always had an issue with the posthumous albums because they're never the exact way that the person said they wanted
and
them.
that brings up an interesting
So
thing
what's-
because you over here talking about Tupac. He didn't have about 10,000 posthumous albums.
Yeah, and a lot of stuff was not worth the dropping it. A lot of that stuff wasn't done correctly and done well.
I won't say that because I didn't hear them all. Like I probably Changes. Was that one of them? I believe it was. No, not the album Changes.
It's called
the album
that
Changes
one's on.
was
That one's called For All My Niggas.
That one.
Was that his first posthumous one?
No, that was his first album. His first posthumous album was Machiavelli.
Oh yeah, it was Machiavelli. Yeah, 7 Day Theory.
Or All Eyes on Me. Maybe that one.
No, I feel like Pac's album. Like,
You have a laptop in front of you. You can figure it out.
But I feel like Machiavelli was made like while he was alive, and then he passed away. And
It would
All
drop.
Eyes
That's
on
what
Me
a
was the first
posthumous album is.
No, Changes was. I think Changes was.
For All My Niggas.
No, that wasn't on there. I don't think so.
Look it up, please.
Yeah. But yeah, the lead singer of the Gorillaz was one dude. His name was Damien something. He was the lead singer of Blair.
A Gorillaz concert is just a.
Yeah.
So when the guy from Gorillaz passes away, is it gonna be weird now?
Yeah, you're right. 7 Day Theory was his first posthumous album.
Machiavelli, right?
Yeah, he released it November 5th, 1996.
And then Changes is on For All My Niggas, right?
Let's see.
Cause that for Changes is on the same. It's on this. I think it's on the same album as Dear Mama. Brenda's Got a Baby.
Brenda's Got a Baby was one of the older pop songs.
No, Tupacalypse was the second one. For All My Niggas is this.
Yeah, that's Pac's second album, right?
Tupacalypse is Pac's second album.
What
right?
was on Change? What was Changes on?
Changes was on. Let's see. This thing it was on the Greatest Hits album.
No, it has to be. If it's a greatest hit, it's got to be on an album because you can't release a single unless it's on an album.
Yeah, you can if you Tupac.
True.
Hey.
Oh God! I was a kid when it came out. Like it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was like I remember when he died. Like I was in Detroit. And it was.
I was 2. He died a day
I was
before
5.
my second birthday. He died a day
I was
before
like
my second birthday.
7 or 8 or some shit.
And me and Easy share the same birthday. Just a West Coast nigga. We're trying to figure out what album.
It was after he died.
Yeah. So the Strictly album you're talking about was his second album.
So Strictly For My Niggas, is that where Changes is on there?
No. So that Changes was originally, that verse was for I Wonder If Heaven's Got a Ghetto. So that's the same verse that he has.
So they just made a song out of an existing verse.
Yeah, and he put that on the Greatest Hits, which like he did have new songs for the Greatest Hits, so you can buy it. Yeah, yeah. The Strictly album has Keep Your Head Up, I Get Around. All the early Pac songs. All the early Pac songs before he was on Death Row.
Yeah.
So this
People
was like
forget, man. He had hits before Death Row.
Yeah, when he was dead.
That was one of the big reasons why Suge needed to bail his ass out. Yeah. He knew if he bailed him out, he's got a hit maker on his hands. Because he went to Death Row and continued making hits.
I don't be. That boy told.
He did it to me, so I just did it back. He did the.
Did what?
No, because he looked at you go like this. He was like, he didn't see you go like, and then so I'm like, and he didn't see you do that, so he only saw me go. And he's like, why you do him like that? I'm like, because he looked at me.
I was looking at you like that because like.
No, I was talking about him doing a quotation.
I just fucking reacted. I didn't.
He said killer.
Well, do you got anything coming up? Any performances and stuff coming up? Because
not right now. I'm just
wrap this up so we can get to your performances.
Y'all keep saying performances. That shit makes me uncomfortable because I don't like doing shit unprepared. So.
Well, you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it at all. It's such a
I was just gonna play the song. Does the camera have to be on me for that? Can I just not?
Well, no. Do you have upcoming stuff
Oh
coming
yeah,
up?
for that, like no, I'm like right now I'm wrapping up a bunch of stuff. Just those projects I mentioned earlier, and I also have a couple projects that I produced. One for a homie of mine, G West, and yeah, like I said, I'm wrapping up mine. Don't have a date yet, but I said it's called On God, and yeah, the Little Black Kids record as well. But as far as live performances, nothing scheduled right now. Just gotta just getting all the work I did over this whole quarantine. Just getting it all solidified and wrapped up.
Okay. Nice, for sure. So go ahead and shout out all your social medias and everything that they can find you at.
I'm on Instagram, Keith Rice Music, KeithRice Music, MUISC, sorry. And same thing applies for Twitter. And that's all you can find me at. I'm not really on TikTok or anything like that. Yeah.
All right, for sure. So we'll go ahead and wrap this up and get and shit whatever we do after this. What we do after this, for sure. Well, once again, this is the Add Me to Your Playlist YouTube show. I'm your host, Shaggy Dashwood. Once again, I'm here with DJ Cavi Slow, Professor Oak,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Backwoody Harrison, and you guys already know what it is. We're here, Mr. Keith Rice. Make sure to go follow him on everything on.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you guys.
Of course. Pleasure having you on. Definitely have you on again once you have more stuff out so we can bring it up. You can have everything ready so we can play it on the next show you come on.
Absolutely.
And then shit, we might just come out with our cameras and just come hang out. So let us know what's going on. We'll make sure to have everything he needs everything for him on his description. Hope you have a blessed day. Y'all stay up, be safe. We're out.